Yo, what's going on, guys? Bush back at it with another video. Gonna be covering a pretty interesting story, a fairly sad story as well. We don't have the entire details, and I'm not here to really speculate on the details, but credit to the developer of Fortune's Run for being as transparent as he is. So, let's go over the Steam post. The Fortune's Run, if you don't know, is a game that is in early access. Came out back in September of 2023. Very positive reception on the game. 442 reviews, 92% positive. Has you explore a decaying industrial world left behind in humanity's never-ending race to conquer the stars. Beneath its iron skies, desperate souls kill and steal for passage to the still plentiful frontier world. Sink or swim in this high-octane first-person shooter with immersive sim elements. So the game is in early access, and it won't be getting updates for the next 3 years. Does this mean updates are outright ending for the game? No, they might resume in 2028, but here's what the post notes. Hi everyone, I'm Dizzy, as of recently the sole developer of this game. First of all, I have some stuff going on I need to make public as it's gonna interrupt development. I've been sentenced to prison for the next 3 years. It's a long story, but I've lived a very different life before I was a game developer, and I wasn't living very well. My case is about 5 years old now. I've been going through the legal process the whole time I've been working on this, and I've finally been found guilty and sentenced, and I'm going away next month. It's a shame, but it's the consequences of my actions. I was a very violent person, and I hurt a lot of people in my life. Unfortunately, the sentence isn't going to help with that at all, but I guess we all know that. So the game isn't totally dead, but unfortunately, due to the even further bad things happening, it's unclear what will happen. The other developer has left the project when she decided that she was no longer interested in game development. She was in charge of Q&A and a few level segments, all of which has been abandoned, and I've been forced to get on by my own. For the past while, it's been very difficult to go alone, but I actually managed by basically not sleeping to complete all of the work in time so that it could be released before I'm sent away. Since we decided to part ways, development will be completely interrupted until I'm released. I know many of you will be upset and disappointed, but please understand there's absolutely nothing I can do. These wheels were in motion long before I started making this game, and it's been slowly unraveling in my face the whole time. I want to underline that I'm no longer in financial dire straits since our game actually sold okay, so I should be able to afford rent once I get out. So there's a chance that if you wait a few years, I'll be able to cap off the release. In fact, there's not very much content left to work on. I've been making stubs and prototypes of the missing levels in my spare time. I'm extremely passionate about this stuff, and I'm never going to stop making games. I'd like to finish this one, but I don't know what will happen. I'm going to do my best because I love this game and I want to finish it. Seriously, I just want to finish it already. Dizzy. Big thanks to the Discord community, to the people on Patreon, and finally to all the people here who gave us their money to pull us out of the darkness and frankly into the best job anyone could ever have, to tell their awesome stories, write crazy code, draw beautiful things, and record sweet music all day from the moment I wake up until I fall asleep. You guys are the best, and you don't know how much of an impact you've made on my life. I just wanted the chance to do something I was good at. Well, I did some of it at least. I hope you enjoyed it. Let's do it again sometime. Please note that I do not currently have access to the Patreon. If you're a sub right now, I don't know what will happen. And they did note about the update. Well, I'm going to put that out in the next news post because it feels weird to put patch notes at the bottom of this. I'm happy he still has like a sense of humor, and it feels like the developer's taking this really well. You know, based on what I can ascertain from a Steam post, he's probably already digested the news and is going on with it. I will give this person this developer a lot of credit for this level of transparency. Like, how do you break the news that you're going to prison for the next 3 years? I guess you can make the argument maybe he should have been transparent from a little while earlier, you know, from the start of the legal proceedings. But when it comes to a legal case, you really shouldn't be talking about that all too publicly as it's unfolding. But again, I'm not a lawyer. I'm not here to divulge into that. But, and I'm not here to speculate what he could have done. Like, I feel like, you know, we've all gotten into trouble. We've all had things we're not proud of. I certainly have things I'm not proud of that I've done in the past. And as far as being violent and whatnot, like, that definitely resonates with me as far as, you know, doing some nonsensical things. Thankfully, you know, my nonsense never transpired to me ending up in prison. But, like, as far as being a violent person and almost ending up in prison, you guys would be surprised. You guys, and I'm sure a lot of you guys have like some skeletons in your closet, and maybe some of you guys don't, but like there are a lot of people that do, and you know, I'm not here to judge somebody based on that. You know what? Go to prison for 3 years. The time will happen. I've heard wild stories, people coming out of prison and coming out like saying prison was the best thing that ever happened to them. I'm not here to say that prison is going to be the best thing that ever happened to the developer, but you know, it's all about having a good outlook, and I'm not really the guy to be talking about, you know, taking some high moral ground or anything like that. But hopefully, you know, 3 years from now, Fortune's Run coming out, bro, if I'll still be making content here. I will make sure if Fortune's Run comes out of early access, I will do a video in 3 years being like, man, it came out of prison and actually released this game out of early access. That would be pretty damn cool. And hey, you know what they always say, the comeback is always greater than the setback, so hopefully everything works out here. And yeah, just absolutely insane news. And yeah, one of the most insane reasons that I've ever seen as far as a game, you know, not continuing on with development, but one that I do feel like is fairly understandable. And there was a little bit of concern. There was a note in the post about the other developer working on the project, and he had noted once she recovered, and that got people, you know, drawing wild conclusions. The Team Fortune dev noted she was recovering from a botched surgery. It was a previous update, which is why development was suspended. I was taking care of her during that time. My case is unrelated. We had not met each other at that point in my life, but really, I had not known about Fortune's Run prior to this news story, but hoping the guy the best, and I really hope he comes out of prison and ends up finishing the game, because this game, you know, to look at it from a more positive angle, the game's gonna have a lens on it now, and I think this would be the first time in history that a game dropped in early access, a developer went to prison, and then they come out of prison and then ultimately release the game. Yo, it would be a great story. It would be a great story, if nothing else, to at least be like, yo, the comeback, like I said, is always greater than the setback. But we'll see how that transpires. Again, one of the more insane stories where I had to do a double take just to make sure it was real. But hope the best for the guy, and hopefully in 2028 the game does end up coming out of early access, and I certainly will do a video about it in 3 years. And hopefully he lives a great life after prison. He did say that he lived a very different life. Like, bro, like, I know a lot of people like that how they are now versus how they were 5, 10, 15 years ago, worlds apart. So, you know, that's life, the roller coaster of life. But that'll do it for me. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. As always, thanks for watching. I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Mush here again. Hope you enjoyed the video. As you guys might know, YouTube's notification system is sometimes a little bit wonky, even if you're subscribed to the channel. Maybe you're not abundantly aware that I uploaded a video. To remedy that situation, make sure you hit the bell notification button. This way, whenever I upload a new video, and I try to upload as consistently as possible, you will be notified directly of the upload, and you can watch it as soon as it goes live. I would really appreciate if you guys hit that button so you can stay up to date with all of the content I'm posting. But as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.